Congress Sugnu MLA K. Ranjit accuses CAF and PD Department of misappropriating rice under National Food Security Act for July month. Three-day sitting of 13th session of 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly to be held on August 20, 23 and 24. Manipur reports 633 COVID-19 cases, 648 recoveries and 7 deaths in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 12.36%. And India adds 28,204 fresh COVID cases, lowest in 147 days, and over 41,000 recoveries in past 24 hours. COVID recovery rate stands at 97.40%. Hello and welcome to Impact News, watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear a mask properly, and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Congress Sugnu MLA KANGUJAM Ranjit has accused the CAF and PD Department of misappropriating rice provided under National Food Security Act (NAFSA) for the month of July amid the tough times of COVID-19 pandemic. The MLA made allegations today while speaking to media at Chingtam Community Hall in Sugnu, where he was inspecting the arrangements for distribution of rice under Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana PMGKAY. He emphatically said that people are suffering for the past 3 months owing to corona curfew. The local MLA claimed that the department has failed to give any befitting response when asked about the lost rice quota. Congress MLA K. Ranjit demanded the BJP-led state government to take actions against the culprit involved in the misappropriation and to give back the allocated rice to the beneficiaries. He also announced that people of the constituency will get rice under PMGKAY stored at Chingtam Community Hall, Sugnu, along with the rice under NAFSA for the month of August within a couple of days. The local MLA informed that he has already deposited the required amount of money to the department for procuring the rice quota meant for NAFSA beneficiaries in his constituency for the month of August.
July thagi cheng se hujiksi department na pidre adu mari leina ba department na hangba kanda masi center na quota kakre hai masi pira aroi khara hai tawdana mamang da yen khre bodo modu su jun thagi yen ga dawdana July da theng na pidna yela boina sarkar da hangi di July thagi yam khra ba cheng se karai da satkre Kanada pithokre covid ki waraba matam sidai sida tha ama prajana thangjagadawba chagadawba cheng phangandaba haibase masi sarkar sigi yamna chawba soiba masi sarkar sina thigatlaga karamaina tawrino kanana lawrino akhoi thiba yaba thibada mase tasengna harkana department na July tha sigi pidaba oirame ba information even mari lena bo officer singda hangbakan da July tha gi cheng sigi phanggadawba mande haira
13th session of the 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly will be held from August 20 till 24. As per a provisional calendar of sitting issued by Manipur Legislative Assembly Secretariat today, State Assembly session will be held for 3 days on August 20, 23 and 24. Obituary references, presentation of Business Advisory Committee report, introduction of government bills and other business will take place on the first day of the session. Question hour and discussion of government bills and other business, if any, for consideration and passing will be on the second day of the session, while question hour and other business, if any, will be held on the third and last day of the monsoon session. Chief Minister Nothama Biren today inaugurated 20 kiloliter liquid medical oxygen plant at Veterinary Complex in Borompat and a PSA oxygen plant at Jennings. Speaking at the event organized by Directorate of Health Services, Chief Minister N. Biren expressed firm belief that the new oxygen plant above the existing ones will meet the state's requirement for medical oxygen to a great extent. He maintained that the state government is making all-out efforts to fill up necessary medical equipment and boost manpower to avail better healthcare facilities in the state. And Biren mentioned that Janims Hospital is now equipped with 20 new ventilators and more manpower. The Chief Minister said over 13 lakh people have been already administered with COVID-19 vaccines, and if further ramped up, the state target to vaccinate 19 lakh people will be attained by the end of this month. He further disclosed that the state government is making arrangements to provide remdesivir drug to COVID-19 patients at community home isolation centers and to those under home isolation in the state. The Chief Minister appealed to people in the state not to ignore COVID-19 SOPs in the wake of partial relaxation of Corona curfew. Minister Oinam Lukhoi, MLA El Susindro, and MLA Dr. S. Ranjan were present on the occasion.
Northeast sigi cryogenic oxygen plant se sina quite chow practice capacity quite yamba kanoni LMO cryogenic oxygen plant 2000 gi leiba se aduga state na out to busu akoi northeast sina han state na out to bama de private rent to gumba dagi PPP da to gumba du manga kan adu khoi gi di paisa de talaga phangba mi bi life city kanma semam de aduna life kanma maru we na tor kan khoi masi to buni aduna masi simaga leirabani na even khoi gi industrial gi kari yum sabda senariba building sabda senariba industry masa tawda senariba oxygen gi darkar leiba mayam do ji amta khoi sidagi dum khoi na supply to bungamani aduna khoi na han cabinet ta khoi sigi manage tongna na ba maintenance tongna na ba caretaker leina na ba training pina na ba madu khoi mi longna na ba ga ya ba pigrabani maramdi machine thamaga khillaga yengjen bina ba leitradi operate tongna ba leitradi kidongani.
Later, the Chief Minister inspected a site at Sangaitel where the state government is planning to construct the Manipur Olympian Park in honor of all the Olympians of the state. He expressed his desire to install the symbol of Olympics consisting of 5 interlaced rings of equal dimensions that represent the union of the 5 continents at the park. A shed will also be constructed where statues of 19 Olympians of the state will be displayed. Education Minister Sorokai Razint and Tourism Minister Oinam Lukhoi accompanied the Chief Minister.
Yum like it up to the Masi heck in front of the show, very in front of any Jaga, the flight come up in my fire, Manipur, especially Manipur sports, the achievement man, Olympian man, recognition people. It's really man to come in heavily. Wakan the Kali, Yaraga, the election, Korok and the Kalop of the Manga. Going a whole not Ragasuki, Mogi, Station Kingdom, Sangune, and Goziki, many Mamma. I will see, we remember it.
A team of the Infantis Police Narcotics Cell has arrested a man along with 156 grams of heroin powder worth around 32 lakh and 20,000 rupees in the international market. According to police, the arrested man is 32 years old, Mohammad Gayauddin, son of Mohammad Meheruddin from Kiamge Awang Klekai. The team, under the supervision of the Imphal East SP, Additional SP Law and Order, and SDPO Porompat, were led by Narcotics Cell Imphal East OC Inspector KH Dev Kumar, along with Narcotics Cell ASI Mohammad Tamizur Rahman and Youth Athletic Development Association Yadak Hetragao volunteers. The miscreant was produced before media person at Porompat Police Station today. Speaking to media, Infantis Additional SP Law and Order M. Bisorzit said the team arrested him from Kiamgai Igdat Salam Manung area during a frisking operation at around 8:30 p.m. yesterday. The miscreant, along with the seized contraband, has been handed over to Iranbul Police Station OC for necessary actions.
15 August Independence Day ga mari leinana koi SP sir gi supervision makada ngarang si koi narcotic OC assisted by ASIMD Tamizur SDPO Porompat aisamak yauna Youth Athletic Development Association Hetrigao gi anti-drug organization amakagni moi khusam naraga yamgai idiga salam manung swaisida surprise or fishing checking ama tawu matamda MD Gayauddin kowa sahi 39 apokpagi mingna MD Meheruddin kiangai Awang Lekai Imphal East Mazi koi ngarang detain tawi amasung fishing checking tawi maduda mangondegi 15 shock cases of heroin powder si recovered obungami faraba misak MD Gayauddin si koi OC iril bung PS ta makataba necessary legal action ki damakta koi kusin nazagre.
Meanwhile, All Women's and Child Development Society, Char Hazari Kampopi District, has extended support to Chief Minister and Biren's initiative against poppy plantation. Press release from the society also appealed to the Chief Minister to make an alternate arrangement for poppy cultivators. LJP Manipur State Unit members have met with party national leaders to chalk out plans for the upcoming 2022 State Assembly elections. LJP Manipur's General Secretary Administration, Kundrakpom Kanba Meitei and Dalit Sena Manipur President Nomaitem Sanjay met with Union Minister Food Processing Industry Pasupati Kumar Paras, MP Prince Rast and other LJP national leaders in New Delhi today. Kundrakpom Kanba said that the national leaders have instructed to field as many candidates as possible in the upcoming elections so that the party will play a major role in government formation. He also disclosed that Union Minister Pasupati Kumar Paras will arrive in Manipur in September to discuss about the upcoming election as well as the inspection to initiate various food processing and industry projects in the state. Anti-Drug Committee Muizing Lengoizil has appealed to open the polling station of 31 by 1 closed A Muizing Lengoizing of Thobal constituency at Lengoizing Community Hall. The committee organized a press meet in his regard at the community hall today. Speaking to media, Committee General Secretary Mir Kazim said the polling station is not under its own jurisdiction, hence it is not feasible for electors. He said that the committee has already submitted a written letter to ERO Thobal for the same. Mir Kazim said some electors have to walk for more than 1.5 kilometers to reach to the current polling station located at the under construction Lengoizing Primary School, Upper Primary School. He added that the proposed area is in 0-kilometer zone.
Lengoizing Primary School si 31 by 2 gi mafam da lay aduna 31 by 2 gi mafam da lay report si 31 by 1 gi area da to voter mayam rong chana bi damakta apone sarkar da hongjen biu to biu haidana approach to jabani lawrak da ba decision di apoi sarkar na law jagadabani voter ekhoi gi di hairiba approach si ekhoi gi polling station manung da lairiba government property asida to biu haina haijabani.
Smart Depositors Organization has appealed to Salai executives to return the money of depositors considering their plights. Press release from the organization also demands Salai authorities to disclose the status of Jima bond and to produce white documents for their assurance that their investments are still safe. Manipur reported 633 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 5,118 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID positivity rate stands at 12.36%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,05,424, out of which 6,984 are active cases. 7 COVID patients died in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 1,664. On the positive note, 648 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours. Manipur's total recovered cases have reached 96,776. State recovery rate stands at 91.79%. All the necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. Police continues to crack down on violators of COVID guidelines and restrictions issued by state government. Manipur Police Department today detained 62 violators at various locations. Press note from police says a sum of 16,550 rupees were collected as fine from the detainees. State Police has so far collected 2,54,98,190 rupees from violators of curfew and COVID SOPs. Later, police released them with a word of advice. Police Department warns legal action against violators under National Disaster Management Act 2005. COVID response team Seva Bharati Manipur extended medicines, PPE kits and other relief items to COVID-hit neighboring country Myanmar today. COVID response team Seva Bharati Manipur, in association with Sanatan Dharma Sevak Sangha Myanmar, gave the relief items sponsored by Seva International to Tammu Hospital. A team led by RSS Manipur Prance Pracharak Mritu Jaya went to Tammu district and handed over the items to district-level COVID-19 prevention, control and treatment committee members. The team also met with leaders of the Gorkha Samaj and handed over COVID kits for Nepalese residing at Tammu. Sekmar Hayes Dingo has appealed to continue following COVID safety guidelines even after getting COVID-19 vaccine shots. Awang Sekmai COVID-19 Management Committee today carried out mass vaccination for the second time at Parau Khomba Development Association Community Hall in Sekmai. Speaking on the sidelines of an inspection visit at the hall, MLA Dingo said that over 85% eligible beneficiaries of the Sekmai constituency have received COVID-19 vaccine shots so far. The MLA also inspected the condition of new community home isolation center opened at ITI Sekmai Kuno.
Vaccine kape haduna su koi machine aroi bo oidri laina asidagi koina phare haiba electribina hojik percentage medium da dum chalaga laibani na range am da dum mayai na chalaga laibani na masidagi koi tangai fadana praja singche amna section ba dakar oidi haina yarmani thamjagi maru oina koi mask upiba khud sanitize toina tobiba khocha toina hambiba loina social distancing thambasi yamna maru oi loina na matam matamgi sarkarna piriba SOP sing ngana chatiba asi yamna tangai fadaba lai haina thamjari loina na koi karingba vaccine kafogdaba ngesing leragadi Leriba Semai Praja Katanatana Hoi Leriba Manipur Praja Apumbada Leriba New Kudumuna vaccine Kapirakanda Hariba Laina Sidagi Hopunanga Natumina Masigi Laina Sidagi Mati Pina Nova Masi Lanjit Tenaminasi Hava Prajaman.
GS against NH2 expands and affected land owners has called 12 hours total shutdown in Mantri Lekai, Kongampot, Faidinga, Tendong Kiang, Maharabi, Sekmai and Kanglatombi from 6 a.m. of August 11 till 11 a.m. of August 12. Press release from the GEC says villagers held a meeting and objected to measures taken by Imphal West District DC in connection with the project. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Galaxy Senior Secondary School, Sangai Airport Road, Imphal ki academic session 2021-2022 ki 11th Science ta Ming Chanba yaragani. Pandemic ki awaba sigi yanglaga admission free oigani. Admission ki last date na August taragani pani. Makhad pizariba contact number asida akupa marol khangbiyo.
You are the future. School, a place where your future is carved. Exploring new ideas, spacious classrooms equipped with smart boards, well-stocked library, expression in art, educating young minds, even making stronger. This is where you start, cause it all begins with you. UNACO School, excellence in education.
Brajulal Institute of Sciences, Yeshkol Moirangkom admission open for class 11 science. For online registration, please visit the link v-school.in/admission form/BIS Moirangkom. Free admission for the COVID pandemic. For offline admission, please visit the school office during 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more details, kindly contact 9366201278 or 986227659, or you can also visit the office during 11 to 3 p.m.
Welcome back. After the break, watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 28,204 fresh COVID-19 cases, 41,511 recoveries and 373 deaths in the past 24 hours. Number of new cases reported is lowest in the past 147 days. As per the latest report of the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, there are 3,88,508 active cases of COVID-19 in the country. Total recovered cases have reached 3,11,80,968 and recovery rate stands at 97.45%, while death toll has reached 4,28,682. COVID-19 vaccine has been administered to more than 51 crore 45 lakhs people in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 20 crore 36 lakhs 1,500 people. Above 43 lakhs 10,900 people have died, and recoveries are above 18 crore 29 lakhs 11,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 60 lakhs 51,000 in the world, followed by Brazil and India. Six students' bodies have warned to take actions against those private schools which collect heavy school fees in violation of the order issued by Education Department. Representatives of the student bodies, namely AIMS, DSAMT, MSU, KSA, MSF and SUK, announced the same while speaking exclusively to Impact News at AIMS office in Cocktail today. Secretary of the AIMS Education and Academic Affairs, Longzam Tuituiba, reminded that the Education Department on June 16 ordered private schools in the state to collect only 50% of tuition fees owing to COVID-19 pandemic. He said, unfortunately, some private schools in Imphal have collected 70% of fees. He appealed to the government to take befitted actions against such schools.
Lengakna 50% low have order thokpa leirabasu high school sing private school kharana loning fees lowduna makoigi sandong ki khalaga leiribasi khudaktagi tokadabani Unaco school Holy Kingdom Thangmaiban Tarung Extra S na singba school sing asina mahiroi lup taruki office ta laktuna wakhal taminagadabani khongjomda leiriba Stopland public school na monthly fee lokhatpada boarding fee yauna May thadagi July fauba palising ani loriba asi maram sade haina lowi loinana hairiba school sing asibusu mahiroi lup taruki office ta laktuna wakhal taminagadabani lengak nasu akan bamidyang changbiyu hojik pandemic ki kallaba matam asida school college amadi lona boarding hostel da thamliba asi khudaktagi lepkadabani hairiba sing asigi mayokta laiba sing asi lup tarukna lorokpa thabakta isa isana daita logadabani.
All Manipur Student Union AMSU will observe Hunger's Martyrs Day, also known as Chaklam Khongchet, on August 27. Speaking to media at AMSU head office at DMT University campus today, AMSU President Haubizam Chalamba said AMSU will observe Hunger's Martyrs Day in remembrance of the mass movement and protest on August 27, 1965 against the artificial famine which occurred in the state. He said that 3 individuals, including one woman, were martyred while security forces opened fire and assaulted the protesters. He appealed to every communities residing in the state to extend their emotional support as well as monetary help for the event. He said short video, essay writing, painting, symposium and recitation competitions will be held to mark the day. Haubizam Chalamba said that the memorial event will start with floral tributes to the martyrs in the morning, followed by a meeting at AMSU office on DM University campus by strictly adhering to COVID-19 SOPs.
हाइरिबा थौरम असिदा अखोइना पांथोकपा मतमदा चंगकदौरिबा सेल थुंगी पांगलगी लौसिंगी हाइरिबा मतेंगसिंग असे प्रजा मियामदगी अखोइना निजरकपा मतमदा प्रजा मियामना हराव हराव मतेंग पांगबियो हाइबा वफम थमजगे अदुगा लोइना अखोइ हौजिमकी ओइनादि अखोइ हराव कुमै पांथोकपा अदुगुमबगी अमत अयाबा लेते करिगुमबा लेरिबा फियमसिना खरा फरकपा मतम करिगुम हराव कुमै पांथोकपा याबै खुदोंग चाबा लेरकलगसु लाक्लिबा तांग 29 असिमदि लेबा मियामना लेगिद्राबा अथौबसिंग अदुबु इकाइ खुमनबु उत्पिदुना हराव कुमै अमत पांथोकपिदनबा एमसुगी माइकैदगे लेबाक मियामगी मफमदा गाय खुमनबु उचबगु लोइना थमजै.
As the part of security measures in view of upcoming India's Independence Day, a combined team of District Police Thobal Commandos and Women Police carried out house-to-house search operation at Charangpat, Maninglekai in the district today. Police verified about 170 people of 75 households during the drive carried out from 4:15 a.m. to 6:45 a.m. No one was arrested. Federation of the Haumi has condemned the July 17 incident at Ichum Kairap Khomt, where unknown miscreant assaulted some individuals, including a pregnant lady. Press release from the Federation says an FIR regarding the incident has been filed at Kaithelmanbi police station, but no action has been taken till date. Federation of Haumi demands the government to award befitting punishment to the culprits involved. Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Yimnam Kamchand has condoled the demise of State Information Commissioner Dr. Soibam Ibocha, retired IPS. Press release from the Speaker says that late as Ibomcha took a major role in the field of Manipur literature during his lifetime, and he was also a sports enthusiast. The Speaker said his demise is a great loss for the state. He also shares the grief of the bereaved family. Manipur Literary Society has also condoled the demise of eminent Manipuri literary translator Dr. Soibam Ibocha, IPS, retired. Haraurau Tamkham Gram Panchayat has condoled the demise of former member of Kundrapam Jilla Parishad Thangzam Ongbi Angobi. Panchayat Pradhan Tlaisang Themt Kulachandra led Panchayat members in paying 2-minute silence of tribute to the departed soul. Infaltis Jilla Parishad has also condoled the demise of late Thangzam Angobi, who had served as Pradhan of Haraurau Tangkam Gram Panchayat as well as 4 Kundrapam Jilla Parishad member. Infaltis DC Jilla Parishad Adaksha, Infaltis Jilla Parishad GP member, ADM staff held a condolence meeting at Porompat Panchayat Bhavan. Attendees observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul. RD and PR Minister Thongam Biswasit has also condoled the demise of former member of Kundrapam Jilla Parishad, Thangzam Ongbi Angobi. All Manipur Youth Protection Committee has cancelled its annual discussion on instrument of accession this year owing to COVID-19 pandemic. Press release from the committee said there is a political conflict between Manipur and India, and to find an amicable solution, one must know the history of Manipur solely based on facts. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana PMUY's second phase Ujjwala 2.0 virtually from Mehoba in Uttar Pradesh. CM Yogi Adityanath handed over 10th LGP connection to women in Mehoba to mark the beginning of the program. During the event, the Prime Minister also interacted with beneficiaries of the Ujjwala. Prime Minister Narendra Modi talked to beneficiaries from Uttarakhand, Goa, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab and other states. He asked them about their experiences prior to getting the LPG connections. In the Union Budget for financial year 2021-22, provision for an additional 1 crore LGP connection under the PMUY scheme was announced. This 1 crore additional PMUY connection under Ujjwala 2.0 aimed to provide deposit-free LGP connections to those low-income families who could not cover it under the earlier phase of PMUY. Along with a deposit-free LGP connection, Ujjwala 2.0 will provide first refilled and hot plate free of cost to the beneficiaries. Also, the enrollment procedure will require minimum paperwork. In Ujjwala 2.0, migrants will not be required to submit ration cards or address proof. A self-declaration for both family declarations and as a proof of address will suffice. Ujjwala scheme aims to bring a massive social transformation by providing smoke-free kitchens to those who were deprived of access to clean cooking fuel for decades. Country has over 1,44,000 newspapers registered with the Registrar of Newspapers for India (RNI). Replying to a question in Rajya Sabha, Minister for Information and Broadcasting Anurag Thakur informed that newspapers are registered with RNI under the Provision of Press and Registration of Books (PRB) Act of 1867. Similarly, 916 private satellite TV channels of 357 companies are permitted by the INB Ministry under the policy guidelines of 2011 to uplink and downlink. An 11-feet-long python that had swallowed a monkey was rescued from a riverside near Vadodara city in Gujarat. State forest officials said on Tuesday that the reptile was spotted on August 7th by some locals on the bank of a small river passing through Vasna Kotaria village near Vadodara. The snake is reportedly still under observation and will be released into the wild once it is declared fit by veterinary doctors. Now the sports news. Weightlifter and Tomcho from Manipur has bagged gold medal at 16th National Youth Sub-Junior Boys and Girls National Weightlifting Championship 2020-21 held at Sai NIS Patlia. Tomcho lifted 83 kg in snatch in 49 kg category, while he lifted 105 kg in clean and jerk. In total, he lifted 188 kg to bag the gold medal. Manipur native C.H. Risikanta, who represented SLCB in senior 55 kg category, bagged a bronze medal. He lifted 107 kg in snatch and 130 kg in clean and jerk event, lifting a total weight of 237 kg. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Congress Suknu MLA Keranjit accuses CAF and PD Department of misappropriating rice under National Food Security Act for July month. Three-day sitting of 13th session of 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly to be held on August 20, 23 and 24. Manipur reports 633 COVID-19 cases, 648 recoveries and 7 deaths in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 12.36%. And India adds 28,204 fresh COVID cases, lowest in 147 days, and over 41,000 recoveries in past 24 hours. COVID recovery rate stands at 97.40%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. For more news, you can follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Sri Sri Gaurachandraya Namaha Purvashram da Ekhoi Khwai Pumnamak Pukon Biramba Tekcham Ibomcha Singhana Mahakin Nuksijaraba Imung Manuk Sagai Natai Maruk Mapang Khwai Pumnamak Puthadok Lamlaga